Welcome back to Flow with Daria for this slow full body practice. We'll move through somatic movements and gentle yin yoga stretches to unwind the body and calm the mind and the nervous system. No props are needed today. Let's begin. Let's begin by laying down on your back with your knees bent. Bring the soles of your feet to rest flat on the mat and letting your knees gently fall in towards each other. Place one hand on your belly and the other one on your heart, allowing your arms to relax and your shoulders to soften into the ground. Now take a deep breath in, feel your belly rise. And as you exhale, let it fall, feeling your body begin to soften here. For the next few minutes, stay with your breath. Each inhale, expanding your belly, and each exhale, releasing any tension you may be holding. Feel your hands rise and fall with each breath, and allowing a wave of relaxation spread across your body. Inhaling, filling up fully, and exhaling to release all the tension from your body. Letting your breath to be a gentle anchor as you settle in. Let your spine soften into the mat and feel the ground supporting every part of you. On your next inhale, start a gentle movement with your head, turning slowly from side to side. Releasing any tension in your neck and your shoulders. Continue this slow movement, breathing deeply and connecting your movement with your breath. Just few more rounds like this, feeling the ground beneath you and allowing every exhale to soften a little bit more. Beautiful. Bring your head to the center and then slowly start to press yourself up into a seated position and coming to sit back on your heels. Then place your hands on your knees, allowing your spine to stay tall, preparing for seated cat-cow stretches. On your next inhale, let your chest open forward, lifting through your heart and drawing your gaze up for seated cow pose. As you exhale, round through your back, slide your hands to your knees and draw your navel towards your spine. Inhale to open your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, hands to knees, rounding through your spine. Now continue on your own, moving with your breath. Every inhale, opening through your heart. And every exhale, rounding your spine, chin to chest. And come to stillness now. And bring your knees slightly wider, forming a gentle V shape. Now let's build on that with eagle arms. Crossing the right arm under the left. Wrap your arms to bring your palms together, or back of your hands if that's more comfortable. As you inhale, lift your elbows and gaze, opening through your chest. And as you exhale, draw your elbows in towards your belly, rounding your spine. And stay like this for 5 more breaths, moving slowly. Guiding your breath into the space between your shoulders as you round. And lifting the heart as you inhale. One last round here. And now with your next exhale, come to a pause in the rounded cat pose. Elbows hugging in, holding here for a few deep breaths. Feeling a gentle stretch in your back, your shoulder blades. And breathing deeply in and out through your nose. Now release your arms with a deep exhale, opening them out to each side in cactus shape. And let's switch sides, bringing the left arm under your right, finding eagle arms again. And then as you inhale, lifting your elbows and gaze for seated cow. And then exhale to round forward into your cat pose. And continue for another 5 breaths like this. In each movement, release and open up the back of your body. Last round here. Now with your next inhale, hold a gentle back bend, elbows lifted, breathing deeply into the space between your shoulder blades. And keep your neck neutral here, not lifting your gaze to protect your neck. Then release your arms slowly, finding a cactus shape once more, letting your shoulders relax and chest open. Now reach your arms behind you and clasp your hands together. Straighten your arms as you press your fists gently down towards the mat, expanding through your heart. Take a deep inhale here, feeling the front of your body open, breathing into your heart center. Relax your shoulders down the back. Continue to breathe deeply. Now gently release your hands and bring your arms forward, wrapping them around yourself for a self-hug, rounding through your spine, allowing your chin to drop towards your chest. Releasing tension from your upper back. Slowly release your hug, letting your arms come down and transition onto your hands and knees. So place your wrists directly under your shoulders and knees under your hips. And begin with some cat-cow stretches. On your inhale, let your belly drop, lifting your gaze. And then exhaling, ground through your spine, pressing the mat away. Continue moving through your cat-cows for about 10 rounds here, using your breath to guide each motion. And then start adding in any intuitive movements that feel good for you. You might rock back and forward, making circles with your hips, or maybe swaying from side to side. Just let your body move freely, following the rhythm of your breath, and allowing yourself to release any tension held in your spine, your shoulders, and your hips. Now coming back to neutral tabletop. And slowly walk your hands forward, lowering your chest towards the mat, keeping your hips stacked over your knees for a puppy pose. Forehead resting on the mat, and feel a gentle stretch across your shoulders, your armpits, and your chest. Take a deep breath in, filling up your lungs. And exhale to let your heart melt closer to the ground. Hold here, breathing deeply, and letting the gravity help you sink into the stretch. Now slowly walk your hands back under your shoulders and tuck your toes. And then start pressing your hips back towards your heels, extending your arms out in front, coming into a child pose with a toe stretch. Feel the stretch along the soles of your feet and through your toes. Take a deep breath in, relax your torso over your thighs. Now start slowly walking your hands back towards your knees. And then lifting your knees and coming up into a squat with wide knees. Then walk your arms forward, bringing your chest down towards the ground, stretching through your low back and your hips. And then gently wiggle from side to side if that feels comfortable for you today. Taking a deep breath, then exhale to sink a little deeper into the stretch. Now begin to straightening your legs and lifting your hips as you come into a ragdoll pose. Keep a gentle bend in your knees and then let your body hang heavy, allowing your crown of the head to reach towards the mat. Then grab hold opposite elbows and maybe swing from side to side, releasing any remaining tension in your spine. Feel the stretch along the back of your legs, especially through your hamstring. Release your hands back to the mat. And on your next inhale, place your hands on your shins and lift halfway, flat back. And then exhale, fold down over your legs. Repeat this 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold forward. 1 more. Now bend your knees and come back down into a squat. Then slowly transition to all fours. And then lower yourself down onto your belly, coming into a Sphinx pose. Placing your elbows directly under your shoulders, forearms resting on the mat. Press gently into your forearms to lift your chest. Feel an opening through your heart center and gentle stretch in your low back. Hold here for a few breaths, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Your breath is nice and fluid. Now bend your right knee, bringing your heel towards your glute, and start to circle your ankle, or maybe tick-tock it from side to side, whatever feels more comfortable today. Feeling a gentle release in your hips, your knee. Now come to a stillness, and then reach your right hand back to hold your foot or your ankle, gently pulling your heel closer to stretch to the front of your thigh. Allowing both of your hip bones to stay on the mat, not lifted. And take 5 deep breaths here. Now release slowly, letting your leg lower back to the mat. And then wiggle your hips a little to find your center. And let's switch sides. So bend your left knee and start to take some circles or tick-tock from side to side, whatever feels best in your body. Remember, this practice is all about you. Listen to your body and do whatever feels good today. Couple more. And then when you're ready, find stillness. And then reach your left hand back to hold your foot or the ankle. And gently guide your heel towards your glute, keeping both hip bones rooted into the mat. Breathing deeply into the stretch, feeling the opening along the front of your left thigh. Now when you're ready, gently release your foot, bringing your leg back down. And then lower down and rest on your forehead and your arms. And then bring both legs to bend and begin to sway your knees from side to side like windshield wipers. releasing any tension from your low back and your hips. Feel a gentle massage across your low back as you move with your breath, letting this motion to soothe and soften. Now come to stillness and slowly extend your legs out behind you, then lifting yourself back up to your hands and knees into a tabletop position, preparing for tadpole pose. Bring your knees wide apart, as wide as the mat or a bit wider, and keeping your big toes touching, sink your hips back towards the heels. Hands forward and gently lower your forehead to the mat. Tadpole pose. Take a deep breath in, lift your gaze, lift halfway, and exhale, lower all the way back down. Inhale to lift halfway, and exhale, fold forward. Continue this gentle wave-like motion, lifting slightly and folding back down for about 4 more rounds. Allowing your hips and your inner thighs to open further each time. And now hold here in your forward fold for deep 3 breaths, sinking fully into the pose. Now slightly lift yourself up and then thread your left arm under your right, extending your left shoulder and side of your head down to the mat. Feel the gentle twist through your upper back with a stretch in your shoulders. Continue taking deep, slow breaths here, allowing your body to relax with each exhale. And let the twist deepen naturally. Now gently release and let's switch sides. So thread your right arm under your left, bringing your right shoulder and side of your head to the mat. Breathe deeply into the stretch, feeling a gentle twist through your spine and releasing your right shoulder. Staying here with your deep breaths, letting go of any tightness with each exhale. Now slowly bring your arms forward, press into the mat and come back up to tabletop. and preparing for a swan pose on your right. So when you're ready, bring your right knee forward towards your right wrist, extending your left leg back, letting the top of your left foot rest on the mat. Shift your hips slightly, settling into your swan pose. And then start gently swaying from side to side here, moving slowly and finding areas of tightness and letting them release with each breath. Now come to stillness. Inhale your tall spine and then exhale and allow yourself to fold forward, resting over your right leg with your forearms or your forehead down on the mat. Sink deeper with each exhale, allowing any tension in your right hip to soften. Feeling a beautiful opening in your right hip, glute, and your inner thigh, and in your left hip flexor. Hold here for about a minute, breathing deeply, feeling your body to open and release. And carefully press yourself back up. Shift on your right hip and then bring your left leg with control forward to sit in a square pose with your left leg in front of you and your right leg underneath. Fold over your legs, letting your upper body relax, feeling a stretch in the opposite side in your left hip. Then inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale to lift halfway, exhale fold. Now take your time here, lifting halfway up with each inhale, then folding again as you exhale, allowing your hips to open gradually. Move through this wave a couple more times. And with your next exhale, hold in the forward fold, sinking as deeply as you comfortably can, and breathing into any areas of tension. Now slowly lift yourself back up. And then carefully swing your left leg behind you, returning to swan pose. And then gently press back into the tabletop. Now begin to roll your ribs in a big circle now, about 5 times, nice and slow, moving with your breath, feeling the spine and the ribs. And the next time around, change the direction of these circles, nice and slow, about 5 big circles, feeling in all the muscles of the ribs. And slowly, last circle brings you back to the center. And let's take swan pose on your left. So bring your left knee towards your left wrist. Extend your right leg straight back behind you. And as you settle in, start to sway from side to side, tuning into any tight areas along your hips and your legs, moving with your breath. When you're ready, inhale to a long spine, then fold forward, allowing your torso to rest over your left leg. Sink into the stretch, breathing into the left hip, and letting go of any tension. Hold here, allowing your breath to help you release and soften. Carefully press yourself back up and shift on your left hip and bring your right leg forward to sit in a square pose with your right leg in front of you and your left leg underneath. When you're ready, fold forward over your legs, feeling the stretch in your right hip now. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale to lift, exhale to fold. Move through these waves a couple more times, lifting and folding, and feeling the stretch through your right hip and your low back. And then with your next exhale, hold in the forward fold, sinking as deeply as it's comfortable for you, and breathing into any areas of tension. And allow your breath to be your anchor here. Gently come back up to seated, bringing your legs straight out in front of you. And then when you're ready, slide your hands forward, letting your spine gently round as you reach for your big toes with your first 2 fingers. If it's more comfortable, you can keep slight bend in your knees, letting your belly come closer to your thighs rather than your forehead. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Now move in this gentle way for about 6 rounds, feeling the stretch along the backs of your legs and your low back. Moving with your breath. Now with your next exhale, fold into the fold, taking deep breaths and allowing your upper body to completely relax over your leg. Slowly release your feet and roll down onto your back, and then bring your knees into your chest. And take a few moments here to rock gently from side to side, massaging your low back against the mat. Then lift your forehead towards your knees. And then let's take into a happy baby pose. Reach the hands to hold the feet, lift the feet up to the sky, rest your head and shoulders down to the mat. And gently draw your feet down either side of your rib. And start exploring some movements here, either swaying from side to side, or maybe extending into one leg through the heel, then the other leg, straightening and bending. Now again, this is your practice. Listen to your body and move as feels best for you. And then when you're ready, find stillness, holding your happy baby stretch for some deep fluid breath. And slowly release your feet back down. Place your feet on the floor with your knees bent, and then let your knees sway from side to side like windshield wiper. Enjoy this gentle movement and stretch through your low back and hips for a few rounds here. Breathing deeply and feeling any tension resolve. Now find stillness. Then hug your knees to your chest into a tight ball. And then keeping your left knee in your chest, extend your right leg out. And then start swaying your left knee from side to side, massaging your low back and feeling a gentle stretch in your inner left thigh and your hip. Continue with this movement for a few more rounds, moving with your breath. Now find stillness and bring your left knee across your body towards the right side, coming into a gentle twist. Allow your left shoulder to stay grounded as your left knee reaches over. You might feel a stretch through your hip and your low back. Keep your eyes closed and relax here, taking deep, nice, long breaths. And feeling your spine gently unwind with each exhale. Now gently bring your left knee back to the center, hugging both knees in. And then extend your left leg out as you hug your right knee in towards your chest. And gently start swaying your right knee from side to side, feeling a gentle stretch in your low back, your right hip, your right inner thigh. Breathing and moving with your breath. When you're ready, find stillness and then gently guide your right knee across your body to the left, grounding your right shoulder, feeling the twist along your spine and the stretch in your right hip. Continue taking deep breaths here, sinking into the twist with each exhale. And slowly bring your right knee back. Hug both knees to your chest. And then release your legs down, letting them fall open naturally. Bring your arms by your side, palms facing up. Close down your eyes as you settle into our last resting pose, Shavasana. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths together. Take a deep breath in, and then open your mouth and exhale out with a loud sigh. One more, inhale, and exhale, open your mouth, sigh out. Take one more cleansing breath on your own. Make it the biggest one yet. Sinking deeper into the ground. Now allow each part of your body to relax completely, starting with your toes, softening through your legs, your hips, your belly, relaxing your spine and your chest, softening your shoulders. Let your arms be heavy, relaxing all 10 fingers, softening your neck, back of the skull. Relax your jaw and your tongue. Let your cheeks to be heavy. Relax your eyes and all the little micro muscles around your eyes. Let your forehead to soften. The space between your eyebrows. Now your whole body is relaxed. Release any remaining tension as you sink deeper into the mat. Letting go of any thoughts or any effort. Now stay here in silence, simply allowing yourself to be fully supported by the ground beneath you. And when your mind starts to wander, bring it gently back to your breath. And allow yourself to sink back into this beautiful stillness. Now slowly start deepening your breath. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and exhale it out through your mouth. Then start bringing some gentle movement into your body, wiggling your toes and your fingers. Then stretch your hands over your head, and maybe a big yawn. And then roll over to one side into a fetal position. And take a moment here to notice how you feel after our practice together. And when you're ready, gently press yourself up, finding a comfortable seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. Check in with yourself. And then bring your hands to your heart center as a sign of gratitude towards yourself and towards our practice together. Take a gentle bow. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for getting on the mat with me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice, and I'll see you in the next class soon. Please do hit that like button on this video and let me know in the comments if this is the first time practicing with me or are you a regular here. I love connecting with you all in the comments below, and I really appreciate your support. Thank you again, and I'll see you real soon.